You're not lonely because you're alone. You're lonely because you're surrounded by people, and none of them know who you actually are. That's the trap nobody warns you about. You thought being around people would fix it, but you sat there, smiled through it, and felt more alone than you've ever felt in an empty room. This is the thing nobody explained to you the last time you left a party early and couldn't tell anyone why. It starts small. Someone tells a joke. The whole room laughs. You laugh too, but a half-second late, because your laugh wasn't a reaction. It was a decision. Then you look around, and everyone is connected to someone. They're finishing each other's sentences. They're sharing stories from a history you weren't part of, and you're just there, present, accounted for, invisible. And the worst part? You don't even know how to explain it to anyone, because from the outside, you were there, you showed up. So you look at your phone, not because someone texted, but because it's the only place in this room that doesn't make you feel like you're performing. And quietly, in a place no one can see, you wonder what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, but something is different. Your brain processes everything more deeply. It doesn't downshift in a room full of small talk. It keeps searching, looking for something to actually connect to, something with weight. And when it can't find it, it registers that gap as absence. Not loneliness in the ordinary sense, the feeling of being unseen. Think of it like this. You haven't eaten all day, and someone hands you a plate of crackers. They're not nothing, but they're not what you need. And after 20 crackers, you're still hungry. That's what a room full of small talk feels like to you. You can have 15 conversations in one night and leave emptier than when you arrived. That's the trap. It's not about being alone. It's about being unknown. The world told you the solution was more people, more events, more showing up. But you can't eat enough crackers to stop being hungry for a meal. You don't need more rooms. You need one person, maybe two, who asks the question underneath the question, who stays in the conversation long enough to find out what you actually think, who doesn't move on before you finish. And if you spent years thinking you were doing connection wrong, you weren't. You were doing it in the only rooms that were available to you. You showed up. You smiled through it. You laughed a half-second late because you were deciding every single time whether it was safe to be real. That's not failure. That's endurance. You are someone who connects deeply or not at all. And in a world built for small talk, that feels like a flaw, until you meet someone who speaks the same language. But here's the thing. You don't find that person by waiting. You find them by letting yourself be seen. So here's what I want you to try. The next time someone asks how you are, don't say, "I'm fine." Say one real thing. Just one. "I'm tired. This week was heavy. I don't actually know." You don't have to tell them everything. Just stop telling them nothing. Because the trap doesn't break when the right person finds you. It breaks the first time you let someone see you, even a little, and they stay. Stop measuring yourself by how well you perform in rooms that were never built for you. You were never the problem. If you recognized yourself in any of those moments, you're not the only one. Millions of people are watching this right now. Different cities, different time zones, same quiet rooms. In the comments, tell me, have you ever tried being honest instead of saying, "I'm fine"? What happened? I want to know. And if you know someone who masks their loneliness behind a smile, send them this. Sometimes the thing that breaks the trap is just knowing someone noticed. This is The Quiet Mind. Subscribe. We go deep here.